Alright, this is Calibos, and we're playing Sky Factory 4. So, I have been kind of thinking about things, and I desperately need to set up the automated lava. So, I did go ahead and leave the world running for, like 20 hours or something like that. So I didn't get a huge amount of stuff, but we've got some. So I'm going to go ahead and set up this, and we are going to make some ender tanks. We're going to do that right now. So we'll ender tanks. So now we need some ink. How about some dye? How about some black dye? How about water bottle? Got some glass. So that gives us this. We need some charcoal really quick. Charcoal. Coal. Let's do that. We're gonna crush this and get some stuff. You can tell that there has been a little bit of stuff going on with this. So we're still working our way through that. 25, that's enough to get us started, really. So let's do this, that. There should just be one of these. And 1, 2, 3. And one of those, and one of those, and one of those. So that's that. And now we have our ender tanks. We need some red dye. I actually had a plan for the black dye, but I don't remember what it was off the top of my head. So we're just gonna not worry about it. So red. Chuck that. Let's glass. And 1, 2. Lava, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so get rid of that. So let's pick this up. And pick this up. So plan was 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, we're gonna do at least one. So we need a cobble gem. If I were me, where would I have put it? Because I had an extra cobble gem somewhere. That can go in here. I mean, I guess I could make another one. Oh, right, I used it. So let's get some buckets. Lava, refill that. Grab that piece of glass. Got a piece of sand. We'll melt some of this down. Crushing factory, smelting factory. Yeah, I only need 3 for just this moment. Alright, so we've got our glass. Let's make a cobble gen. So we have the cobble gen. Let's go ahead and upgrade it at least 1 step. So we're going to need a generator, automated user, and some cables. So the automated user gives us the automated user, which requires power. We're going to cruise down here. Whoa, 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 whoa. That's a bit exciting. So let's don't we have capacity? Yeah, let's chuck that in there. I think we have some blaze rods, guys. I mean, just a couple. $4,000 blaze rods. You know what? That might be a thing to check. So I think that what we need to do is we need to now this is actually a problem for us-ish. Okay, let's finish the project we're on, and then we'll get AE going, and then we'll fix it from there. So once we have AE, this will be a little bit easier. So we're going to need one of these. We're going to need a torch. Cauldron. We're going to need to place a cobble down. Not a cobble. Place this down. And now we need an energy interface. And these are logic cables. What about logic cable? Logic cable. So energy interface, we need to do more. Channel 1, save. So that should be plenty of that. And then we go ahead and we drop this here. And we talk about fluid extraction cable and a fluid cable. We do that. Perfect. Honestly, how do we store liquids? Drum? Drum. Fluid tank. Can't make that. Ultimate fluid tank. It's not very big. Although it may not matter as fast as this creates lava. So I guess we'll find out. So we're going to put this here. And then we're going to flip that. So now this will never run out of lava. So that's taken care of. So anywhere that we need lava now, we can pretty much just do that. So this tank can... That was really weird. Well, we'll leave that there for now. We don't have to worry about it. So we also don't really have to worry about this one because this will always be full. So that's a thing. Alright, so we've set up automated lava. We haven't got a melter for each ore yet. So this can wait. Set up the AE. So I was really kind of hesitant to do this the other day, but I should have just done it. So we have that. We have this. So let's toss these in there. The last one that we're going to need are processors. There we go. Are going to be these, the calculation processors, and they need calculation circuits. And these need the pure nether quartz, which I kind of thought that we had grown a few more of those. Alright, well, maybe I didn't. So let's go ahead and grind up a bit more of this, and let's do this thing. So our power is still basically golden. So in order to automate these, we're pretty much going to need to pull them down. So let's get some redstone. Redstone. Stone. Let's get some sand. Let's pop these in the chamber. That. So we're going to need 2 more advanced inscribers. So I think that do we have regular inscriber? Okay, we don't. So we need 2 regular inscribers, which means we need 4 pistons. Wood. Alright, so we have that. Now we need to do these. And now we need more inscribers. Inscriber. Alright, so that's the full set of 9 that we need. And we do actually need 9 of these. Now at this point we just need more iron and hoppers. So chests. That was kind of weird. Inscriber. Go, go, go. So that's inscriber number 3. Let's go ahead and make 2 more chests. Alright, so that's the basic 4 inscribers that we need. I mean, technically we need more than that, but, you know, who's counting, right? Besides, you know, people who count. 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 54. What is that, 10? Okay, we'll assume that that's correct. Why not? So in order to set up one of these inscribers, we're going to need a thing. I usually will put it like that. Advanced inscriber, and then because we want access to it, I guess technically I can make it 1 lower. There it is. So we're also going to need import and export buses. Bus. So we're going to need some formation cores. And we're going to need some annihilation cores. Okay, so now we need some fluix, which is going to be nether quartz, redstone, and fluix. It's oh, no, oh, I'm wrong. So it's mineral. I knew that. Mineral. So one of these is redstone, I think. diamond. Mineral, mineral. Mineral. Alright. So that's that. And that will give us some stuff. Do this, chuck that, chuck that, chuck that. And we need some annihilation cores. Okay, so now we need some export buses. Export. Oh, wait. What would be best? Yeah, export buses. Look. Iron. So it gives us that. So we'll make iron. Isn't I making iron over here or something? Gold. The question is, did it store it here? Yep, surely did. Perfect. So this will start doubling our iron, getting our processes going. We've got gold coming in over here. Let's go ahead and toss that. Let's go ahead and pull all that out, actually. Because these we can make down into very slow nuggets. So what do we need for a drive while we're waiting? So this is going to require 4 iron and that. All we need of the iron. Oh, these are nether quartz seeds. Why do we still have nether quartz seeds? There we go. 1. 46. So this go. More of that. It's going to be awesome. That's almost done. Alright, so we're starting to get our iron down. Once we have our first drive bay, we can start filling it up with drives connected to the system, and our storage problems will be not necessarily fixed, but simplified. Alright, so that comes over here in storage. So for the moment, this seems like a good spot for it. It's got power. and we need to make a 1K drive. So what about a 4K? Can we make a 4K? Calculation processors. Man, where am I going to get calculation processors? Chuck that in there. Calculation processors. Alright, so then let's go for a 16K. Glowstone. We've got glowstone, I think. So that gives us a 16K. So that's pretty decent as far as that goes. So using this, we can go ahead and make a... Using this, we can go ahead and do that with a little bit of iron. Alright, so let's get some more iron processing. Get some of that, and now we have a 16K storage drive. What was our quest? Oh, we made one. Whatever. Okay, so let's make another one and see if the quest picks it up again. We didn't make one of these, actually. So we have that now. So the real benefit of these is you can actually, if you feel so inclined, pop it out and just have the housing. So if we want to, we can technically make more. That gets us another 4K. So yeah, let's make another 4K. So let's do that. Recipe for that is one of these, and then we need to it's glass, which means we need some regular glass, which means we need sand. Remember, don't hate sand. Crushing, smelting, we'll do some in here. Alright, so one more piece of sand later, and we are going to have our next storage cells. So that gives us that, and then we want to recipe that up, and then do that. So now we have quite a bit of storage, actually. So now to access this storage, we are going to need a monitor or screen, because the storage is there, we just don't have it. So let's go ahead and apply And then we want to make a illuminated panel. Let's see if I've made one of those yet. Illuminated panel. So we're going to need some more quartz glass, which is going to need more, you know, actual glass. Oh yeah, I needed to make one of these. Alright, so that gives us 3 illuminated panels. You know, we might as well actually make more, because I'm going to be using them eventually. So the illuminated panels, it's basically kind of like a monitor screen. So we use this and we make a terminal. And now we have all of the applied energistic stuff done in the quest book. But I am not satisfied at just a terminal. So let's make a crafting table really quick. Crafting table. There we go. So, terminal, there we go. Now we have a crafting terminal. Do we have any cocoa? Cocoa. We do. We have a piece or two of cocoa. Let's take some Fluix cable. So with the Fluix cable, we can actually dye the Fluix cable. Ta-da! Dyed Fluix cable. Now we need a facade. Cover. What are they called? They are... cable anchors? Cable anchors. Is it? Let's make them out of iron because we're probably going to have some of those in a little bit. Make a crafting table. And I think it's like this. Gives us 4 facades. So let's make another one of these really quick. Okay, so assuming that we're super excited about this, let's knock a hole here. Oh, that's maybe a bad place for it. Let's put our crafting table here. Got enough glass yet? Okay, so we're going to pop that there. We're going to do this. Seriously? That's the one that I want. Should be that. Now, if we put a crafting terminal on here, we have access to everything that's in our system, which is, admittedly, not a lot. So, we now have a crafting table. But who's counting, right? Crafting table. So what I would like to do at this point is go ahead and make a bunch of storage buses. But that's going to be difficult. So we're actually going to pull out all of the applied energistic stuff and put it in here. Cruise down here and get our rest of these. Pull it down. Pull that down. Get all of our stuff out of it. Pull that down. Okay, so we're just going to have to connect this. And we can do that by, there it is, moving it over. And then grabbing that. Hopefully we did grab it. I don't know where it went. For now, that's channel 1, but eventually I would like to go ahead and make that its own channel, channel 0, with its own separate power, so that even if we run out of other power, it will always be covered. So that's one of the goals. Now this thing, so we are going to need export bus. Let's put this down. Nope, not that one. We want this one. We're going to need some more laboratory blocks in a little bit. So let's talk about export buses. Just go ahead and chuck that. That's a weird graphical thing it's doing. Interesting. It does give us some more iron, though. That out. That's going to go in here. Put the glass in here. So the goal is eventually to have everything being stored on the AE network instead of the simple network. I like the simple network. It's cool. But it's basically a starter AE, and we'd like to move on into the more advanced, more functional one when we can. Otherwise, AE is actually going to act in a very similar way to this, with the exception of we don't have the ability yet to do our auto crafting, you know, or to do our crafting and pull from the network at a distance. So we're also going to make another one of these terminals. So terminal. Let's make this synchronized terminal. Okay, we're going to want to make a crafting terminal, so let's make a crafting. We need some wood. So a terminal, we're going to need to make a pattern crafting terminal. There we go. We will actually be making a pattern terminal and an interface terminal in a little bit, but it's not going to be a right now issue. So let's go ahead and grab our cable facades and our things. So at some point I am going to pretty this all up. When these storage cables are gone, it will be a lot easier because we're just going to have pretty much a ring around the exterior of the base, concealed in the walls of the flux cables. And then the logic cables will be interior to that. But for the moment, we're going to need to be able to use our terminal here. Alright, so now we don't have to walk up and down anymore. So, next step, we need the import and the export buses. Import. Let's start with the export buses first. Export. We need a level emitter. Level emitter. Which means we're going to need some redstone. Alright, and then we're going to need a cards. So we want the redstone card, which is going to be a basic card. So we'll do this. Let's get some gold out. What am I missing? Basic card, redstone. So that's going to give us those. And now for the crafting card. Or no, the redstone card. Redstone. Need some more torches. Get some sticks. Alright, so that... So we're going to pull out our presses. So 1, 2, 3. Oh, is it still in one of those? Cookies. Yeah, it still is. By the way, they hold their inventory in power, in case you care. So, engineering is the one we want first, followed by logic, I think. And then we want a... calculation, and then we want a... and that's for silicon. So, silicon. So these are locked, which means automation will not remove those. So our next goal is we have this, and we are going to connect it to the network. And we're going to say exports silicon. And we're going to want to export nuclear craft silicon. And then we're going to want some flux cable. Alright, well, let's start with automating silicon. How's the best way to do that? So, to make sand, so if we can make that, we actually can do a lot of things. So let's make the copper solenoid. I think we've got copper over here. There we go. So we're making sand, and it was this way. It was the manufactory. Any cobblestone directly into sand. So manufacturing. So we need lead. So the uses for this. Any cobble automatically into sand. bioplastic, gelatin. Looks pretty standard. But the cobble directly into sand is going to work for us. So let's make another cobble gen really quick. Although I suppose we could make a cobble chest so it would always have cobble in it. So don't we still have an ender chest here? Ender chest. Ender chest. So this is light gray. So if we want gray water, it's bone meal and waters, because we have the black dye. And the uses for that is so 1, 2, 3, 4, and then if we put a bone meal in, bone meal, 1 bone meal. And then we do it's dyed. Oh. Gray. Oh, monkeys. I knew that. Apparently I didn't know that, but sure. So I think these are kind of useless. Uses nothing. So that is a buggy thing. So let's break it. Gets rid of the water. We'll start over. Water. Bone meal. So that gives us the gray water. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. I'm saddened slightly that it uses the thing up. I mean, I guess because it doesn't really matter. It's not super expensive, and it's very convenient. So, I mean, about a cobble gem. Now, this one we definitely want to be upgraded. For the moment, it's not going to be pulling a lot, but we might actually end up pulling a bunch of stuff. So we'll have to see how that goes. So from here we want that, that. From here we want that. Let's see, emerald. And that should be a tier 5 cobble gen. Now we can pretty much put this anywhere, so I'm just gonna put it over here with other manufacturing type things. Alright, so now wherever we need cobble, we can just pipe it out of this ender chest. So this manufactory goes ahead and turns cobble into sand. So we need to then turn the sand into whatever, into the silicon. So we're going to go ahead and make another one of the crushers for mechanism. So we need osmium and steel, I think. We probably have most of that. Osmium, steel. Now we just need 2 buckets of lava, so let's get some bucket. Crusher. 1, 2. It gives us a crusher. So we're going to need some item handling. So item conduit. We're going to need a servo. So we'll go ahead and make 2 of those, and then we're going to go ahead and do this if we can. So Enderium casting is going to be lead, platinum, and whatever. Is there not another way to make it? Enderium blend. That's annoying. Interesting. So it's an ender pearl, platinum, and lead. Alright, well, for the moment, it's not a super giant deal. So assuming that we want this to work, we need space. How much stone do we have? Stone? We have 1,000. Some nether quartz. Nether quartz. We have that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's chisel that. Chisel that. Chisel that. Chisel that. We need to bring this out slightly. Let's turn this on so that we are aware of when we're running out of light, like that. Ouch. Handy. So, as a thing that may affect people later, my local game store where I hang out a lot is going through a transition. It's effectively changing owners at some time in the near future. Who the new owner is going to be is the primary matter in question. I mean, the owners will. I mean, I suppose there is a small possibility that someone will choose not to sell, but it seems unlikely. It's a very complicated arrangement, but it may change how I approach my recording habits. So I will definitely have to keep everybody up to date on that as far as whether my hours are going to change or expand or contract or something. Because the only thing that you can be certain of in life is change. And trying to hold change off is always a losing proposition. Always. You can be that small child, holding your thumb in the dike while the water floods in through a million small holes. I have to say, we're definitely increasing our terrain at this point. We've got a lot of additional ground that we can cover. So we're going to need a crusher, manufactory, and an ender chest. This is not going to be the final configuration. This is just me kind of thinking about stuff, really. Energy interface, we need 2 of those. So it's kind of going to work like that. And then we need another servo. So this is kind of the setup that we want to do, and that's going to give us stuff. Now this is going to be relatively slow until we get some speed upgrades in it. I'm not sure what they look like as far as cost. Nuclear craft upgrade. Overworked and underpaid. Nice. Alright, so that's reasonable as far as that goes. What was that? Age of Power? Farming. No, it's not farming. Oh, here it is. So let's just go ahead and make one of these really quick. I mean, might as well, right? So gold pressure plate. So we're going to need 2 more obsidian dust. I'm just going to swap that out for a second. Doesn't work. Alright, good to know. And we want obsidian, so naturally what we do is we enrich it, because that's how you make obsidian, by enriching it. So that gives us that. And I'm just going to go ahead and toss it in this thing for the moment. Yeah, we're almost done with this one. I mean, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So the cake, I mean, is it upgrade? So we need a poisonous potato. We need an emerald. We need a diamond. We need a crafting table. I mean, we can get the salmon, but we can't specifically craft the poisonous potato. We can only hope to get one with luck. I mean, and that's not happening. I don't know about you, but I almost never get the poisonous potato things. I guess we could go bone meal for it. I mean, bone. Let's try this. Who doesn't need a million potatoes, right? Oh, did I get one? I did. And I think we need 2, so let's try for another one. Oh, I think I got a... Nope, I didn't get it. Let's move it to there. Wait a second. Can we get a third? We don't really need it, but can we get it? I wish you could plant poisonous potatoes and specifically get like poisonous potato plants. Alright. That's 5. Alright, so we have 8 poisonous potatoes now. That should actually be all of the poisonous potatoes we need forever. But we might as well just finish the project since no one's here to complain about it. Alright, so we have 1,000,000 potatoes now. Let's do that. Don't we need a fishing rod now? Alright, so now we need salmon. I'm not sure we can craft the salmon with anything. I think we just have to fish for it. Sorry, that rain is making it really hard to see when we're supposed to be picking it up. Alright, let's try this again. Well, we got one of those. Got a name tag. That's pretty cool. This must be the most exciting Minecraft thing in existence. Do we need elevator music for this? You know, just some sort of like weird... Oh! Salmon! We got it! So... Upgrade. So that gives us that. Now we just need to eat it. Alright, so we have that one. So we can make this pretty easily, and we will in a second. So let's look at the glitch infused armor set. So we're going to need 24 of these ingots. Okay, so if we bump it up to self-aware, one of those, let's make some diamonds again. And I wish I knew a little bit more about this mod. So we have the trial keystone. Whatever that is, I'm just gonna put it there, I guess. It's a 15 by 15 by 10. Well, monkeys. Five, 6, 7, 8. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Six. 2 more blocks out that way. 7, 8. Is that 8? 5, 6, 7, 8. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's fill that in. By 15 by 10, so I need to have it up top or drop this layer, but it's that big, so it's pretty sizable. Alright, well, sure. Means we need more. Stone. Let's see, 15 times 15 is what? 125? 225? 15 times 3 is 45, times 5 is 90 plus 45, so 135. Man, I could math this out, I guess. 15 times 15 is 225. 225. So we should have enough blocks there. So let's go out this far. 1, 2. Okay, so we'll start here. We're 10 blocks out. And we're going to go 1, 2. 1, 2. Well, no, we could start here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This needs to go here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that sheds light, that's pretty handy. And then this should be A2. 1, 2, 3, 4, or 7 2 as well. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Perfect. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we'll go this way as many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Light source. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Light source. I hope this isn't like some sort of weird, crazy boss fight. That would be lame. I mean, not for you guys, but that would be pretty hardcore for me. Alright, so let's go this way. So we can do that. that. Let's put that out. So that drop a torch there, drop a torch there, convert the stuff. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, torch. Alright, so this would be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I know, this is super exciting, watching me build a big square thing out in the middle of nowhere. Alright. So after we do this, we have to go level something up to pristine. Or whatever it was called. Self-aware? Okay, so we now need to make an attuned trial key, which means we have to make another key. But we have a trial area. I honestly think that it might not be a bad idea to encase this area in case things go horribly, horribly wrong. Clearly the lighting for these things is okay. As far as it appears to pass through. Looks like I basically counted correctly. Yay. So we have that. Let's see, we have the automated lava. We still need to set up the AE auto crafting. How's our iron doing? So this is full. That's full. That's full. We need to take some of that nether quartz. And grind it into dust. And then we need to take some sand, which we can now get from here. And take the sand and cook it. Oh, yeah, because the processing power. How's our power doing up here? So we're grinding out power pretty awkwardly. But we're only running on 22. Basically, we have one generator going. I mean, these are running, but they're not. Speed modifier. So while that's working, how's our power look now? So we've kind of slowed it down, but not really. So the black concrete powder, I know, I just chewed through a bunch of the iron. Now how are we doing? So we've slowed it down a lot. So the trick is it better to have it all in one? If I go ahead and I take these out, and I put them in here, these are... So that's holding steady. So it may actually be better to simply upgrade one and then go for more as I can. Let's get some gold. Do I have any gold here? So that's 16. So now how are we doing? Okay, so despite everything, we're now going up. Alright, good to know. So that's going to shoot up once we get the rest of it going. Or the rest of it stopping. Oh yeah, we can just put the polymer clay back in here. And this can go in there, and that can go in there. So export. Okay, so we should actually have some more of the glass finished. And we should have all of this finished. And we should have all of this finished. So what we're needing now is... Oops. Recipe for that. Flux cable. There's that. There's that. Let's get some of this going. Now let's convert that into this. So let us connect this and that. Let's also connect I can actually reduce some of the cable here. So if I do that, that connects beautifully. And reduces our cable usage, which we can toss in there. So we want a storage bus for this. Oh, not a storage bus. We want a barrel. And the reason I specifically want a barrel for this is I want the limited limited storage space. So I want it to cap out. So we can go ahead and put that there, and we should be able to output auto eject on. And so now that will auto eject, and we can start running cable here. Bring that down for the moment. We'll clean that up in a little bit. And then we want a storage bus. Storage bus. So we want one of these. We want one of that. We're going to need an annihilation core. So storage bus. Regeneration core. We need some Fluix powder. Gonna crush that up. We need some mineral. So the more we have available, as far as the more stuff we have set up, the easier this is going to be for us. Let's get a slime. So now we set the storage bus there, priority it to 100 or something, and then we input output. So now if we look into a key, so the key shouldn't actually be super necessary, because it should always be out exporting. I just want to make sure. But we've already got a full stack in there. That's silicon. And so now we are exporting silicon into this. And once this has power, and we can accomplish power by doing that, we now have this going on. So now we can take one of these. We have the redstone compatible card. It is active without signal, so because it has no signal now, it's active. Then we go ahead and bring this around. We do so, and we do okay, so that is not affecting it. This is kind of the tricky part about these stupid things, because you have to be facing them like exactly right on, and there's a little bit of an issue. It's kind of like that. That is the issue right there. But we can just go around. Now it's working. So now there's no more in here, and then we take one of these, and we tell it that when it has 1,000 of them, it shuts off. So this will continue to autocraft now until there are 1,000 in the system. Now, at this point, we need to import it into the system. Otherwise, it will never know. So we need an import bus. I'm just going to take another one of these, which takes another one of those. Come on, I can do this. Alright, so that gives us an import bus. And we slap this on here. We tell it that we only want it to pick up the printed silicon. And then we attach cable. So now we have automated our printed silicon. So let's go check out our power. power is basically holding steady-ish. So, our next step, we need to automate our various things. So this is the engineering press. Engineering press is going to require diamonds. So we want to be exporting diamonds into this. So we're going to need, let's see, how much gold do we have in the system? Gold, diamonds. Okay, well that's kind of an issue because we need to be able to automate diamonds kind of the same way that we have automated silicon. So in order to make diamonds, there's a couple of ways we can do it. If we had diamond blocks, then we could just pull it apart. Nuggets, same deal. Alright, so diamond truffles, or we can do diamond acorns. So we can take a formulaic assembler. Whoa, that was weird. I have no idea what that looked like for you guys, but that was weird for me. So if we make a formulaic assembler, what that does is that will auto-craft stuff. Assemblicator. Technically, we can also cast diamonds. I don't specifically have a way that I would like to accomplish this. I think at this point we need to get into some of the auto crafting. The problem with the mechanism methods for doing things is while it does have 5 times ore processing, it's very slow. You can only speed it up so far before it starts to lose its effectiveness. I think what we generally need to do at this point is begin converting all of this to storage buses. So, redstone. Alright, this is going to get messy and very exciting. So we're going to enrich all of this into compressed redstone. How much iron do we have? Iron. So we have a couple of blocks of iron. Let's pull that apart. How much iron do we have here? 12. This is slowly working its way through. So what about a basic installer? Can we speed that up? What about a higher tier installer? So that's one of those, and speed that up even further. And then there's the Elite tier installer, which we are not quite there yet. So let's grab all of these. We'll feed those into there. And now we need to begin processing iron. So that's 5, right? So let's make another installer. So this will start getting our iron processing faster. And I believe that the Elite tier installer goes up to 8. The Ultimate tier installer doesn't do that. So that's kind of a... I wish that it went up to like 10 or 20 or some weird thing, but it doesn't. I mean, if you look at the factories... Mechanism factory. So we have basic, then we have the advanced, which is, you know, the basic is 3, the advanced is 5, and then we have the elite, and that's it. So the ultimate tier installer, as far as I'm aware, doesn't do much, if at all. Let's make a muffling upgrade while we're talking. It would be super nice if it did. I mean, for the longest time, it... Muffling upgrade. Hey. Just toss it, we're in the machine. We can make a Paxel, too, while we're at it. How about a Paxel? So we need a stone shovel. Stone pickaxe, stone axe, axle. Alright, so now we just need to get 20 more damage to a creature, and that's going to be a matter of leveling stuff, leveling our weapon up. And then we're going to honestly have to go kill spiders for that. So it is perhaps not a bad idea to go kill spiders. Okay, we're gonna toss that in there. Why not? So let's get rid of this. So we have the beginnings of automation down. Let's get some food going. Oh, what am I doing? We have like 1,000,000 potatoes. Let's do 1,000,000 potatoes, guys. Where did I put the potatoes? Yeah, there we go. Well, my keyboard just blinked. Hopefully you guys can, yeah, looks like you guys are still able to hear me. Alright, food. No longer an issue. I mean, it wasn't, but now it's definitely not. So let's check our backpack. We have bacon, guys. Bacon. Okay, so we have the deep learner, and I mean, honestly, spiders is the closest that we've got. Pull that out. That out. Let's make an ender pouch too. I mean, ender pouch. Alright, so we have that. We have that. Now we need another ender chest. Let's do that. Ender chest. Ink. Dye. Let's get some coal. Let's grind that down. A lot of baked potatoes. So let's chuck that in there. Water bottle. Got a bucket. Alright, so we have the black dyed water. So we want an import bus. There it is. Let's get some cobble in there. Nope, I can click the right thing, probably, possibly. So that gives us an import bus. So now we want to put this down here. Alright, let's do that. We want to dye it. 3. We want to set that. So we can pop that there, and import bus, and then we want some cards, acceleration cards. So we want some diamonds, diamonds. So we have the diamonds, and then we want the acceleration card. So we have 4 of those. And those all go in there. Now, everything that goes in here is going to go into the system. So we're sitting at 212 of these printed silicon, so that's pretty sweet. So what I'd kind of like to do is automate a bunch of the rest of the things. Once we have more of them. There. Yeah, once we have more of the rest of them going, so I mean we can just chuck all this in here. Chuck that. Chuck that. Chuck that. It's all vanishing, and then if we look in the system, look, we have stuff. It's here. So let's go to our spider patch. And then from here, we want to go ahead and make sure that the deep learning is there. We have the superior spider model. Only 44.6 to go. Okay. We just have to make sure that we're killing fractional spiders. Now I'm not sure if that, because it's not chunk loaded, it may or may not pull out. So we'll have to see how that goes. I think we can actually speed those up. Wind delay. Spawner. Uses. Dropped by Silk Touch. Decreases minimum spawn delay. So let's go get some sugar. We'll make this a little bit faster. Man, where in the world am I going to get enough sugar cane to do this? Sugar. Do we have any idea how much this is going to do? It's raining. Oh man, there's a bunch down there too, and I do not want this stuff like laying around and lagging the system. I mean, I don't expect a lot of lag from it, but you know. Alright, so let's go to the Lost Cities again. Oh, wrong place. Wrong place. Lost Cities. Go to our spawner. And then let's see how much this works. So, min delay. So each one's by 5, so let's drop the minimum delay like all the way. Min delay 0. Okay. Spawner, so they can spawn immediately. Maximum spawn delay clocks. It's over 20. This is going to make life a lot faster. Oh, wait. Oh, we did it. We did 20 or more damage to a single creature, so we critted. Ooh. So we have to kill 34 more spiders. 34.6. And we need clocks, but we can just chuck this in there for now. Ironically, this is particularly funny to me because I am aware that spiders can actually reduce themselves effectively in size quite a significant way to get through some fairly narrow spaces. Only 27.6 to go. I wonder how the 0.6 happened. Like, does it lose? It has one additional modifier, so we could pump it up for luck or something. So I think the plan is basically going to be make a metric ton of storage buses and set up auto processing for iron and auto processing for diamonds and auto processing for nether quartz. Because once we have those set up, then it's going to be a lot easier to do the expansion of the network. And although it's going to be a lot of work and time to expand the network, the more we do, the faster it will go. And once we get into making the molecular assemblers and stuff like that, then the network will pretty much be building itself. I mean, it won't really be building itself, but we'll be able to auto request stuff. And that is going to be super handy. So what are we sitting at as far as quests? So for this one, we just need to do that. Let's look at our prestige thing. We don't care about this for sure. We don't need mystical agriculture. So I'm still inclined towards that. Yeah, honestly, I don't really need most of this. I mean, this is crazy useful, but... So, this one, and then working our way through that. Like, this is going to be crazy good, especially when we start automating our processing. 15, so we'll say 15 more to go. $13. I have no idea whether you guys can actually hear the Minecraft sounds. It doesn't look like it. No, you must be able to, because it shows up. For the most part, the Minecraft sounds don't appear to be showing up, except for the monster noises. I could have that turned off. Music and sounds. Blocks. Yeah, most of it's turned off. Oh, can we bump the number of enemies? I mean, spawner pieces. Spawn count. Fermented spider eyes. Oh, I sent all the sugar home. Yes. Let's... Do I have sugarcane out here? Thought I made like a little garden, but I probably don't have sugarcane. It's fine. So let's see what else we can do with it. Max nearby entities. Spawn range, I'm not excited about. Spawn conditions, definitely not. Not worried about that. Spawn cap. We can change... Oh, if we get a capturing enchantment, can we make a capturing enchantment? Capturing. Weird. So 3 more spiders to go. One last spider. I think that that's what we need. Self-aware. So we've got self-aware tier. So the question is, how do we make an attuned key now? Attuned key. Trial key. So we've got this. Let's head back to the portal. So we now have a self-aware. So this one doesn't advance anymore as far as I know. So let's make another key really quick. Maybe we can figure out how to attune it. Can we craft it with it? There's... Oh, was there a book for this? Deep Mob Learning. Ender book. Hold on. Options. Video settings. Done. Huh. Alright, so that was weird. So let's figure out how to deep mob learning tune key. Okay, so now I have to go kill a mob with the key in the inventory while I've got their thing in the whatever. So let's investigate the possibility of sugar. About fermented spider eyes. So I don't have any mushrooms. That's fine. That's good to know. Can I buy mushrooms? Just mushrooms. Mushroom. Cost emeralds. That's totally worth it. Emerald. 2. And I may actually make a vanilla vanilla mushroom farm. So 1 and 1. And for the moment, we'll put those away. So let's go kill a spider really quick. Spider, come forth. We wish to do battle. There we go. Trial key was attuned to Spider. So now we're going to head back to the portal and figure out what the trial key does. I mean, it's probably some weird, awful thing that I'm going to totally regret doing. Trial key. Oh. Oh, this was a terrible choice. Are these... Oh, this was an awful choice. No, 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 go away. I don't know who thought this was a great idea. Why? Oh, it's a loot guy. Oh, away. There we go. It's like a treasure goblin or something. Oh, got an emerald block. Okay. So, to do this, we have to make more trial keys, but we ended up with extra ender pearls. Busted all of our armor, though. So, to do this... if we do the trial one more time, I think that we'll have enough. So... armor... fragments, lapis. So we need some glitch. So spiders wasn't bad. That gives us a 4. And 3, so we have 12. Yeah, if we fight that one more time, honestly, that glitch armor might not necessarily be bad. Although Although, let's armor forge. So to make a helmet, so we're going to need plates and trim. Let's do this. So if we need 4 plates and 4 trim, plate, trim, iron armor plates. So armor plate cast. Do we have that? Let's do this. Armor plate cast. So let's get some cobblestone. Because I mean, if I have repairable armor, so we need the chest plate core. 2, 3, 4 helmet core, and then we need the trim, and that should be able to. So let's take brass, gold. Okay, well, let's do it with gold. We love gold. So 144 divided by 9. What is that? It's 3. Okay, so let's pull all of these out really quick. And that gives us that ingot. So let's... So 1 is 16, 32, 64, and 28. That's not right, is it? I mean, I guess I don't really care super much. Okay, let's toss this in the system. Eventually, I'm going to be moving everything into that system, so I might as well just go for it now. So let's toss 3 more. Get as many of our ingots counting as possible. So let's drop 2 more. If this doesn't work out, I'm just going to break it and kill any excess, because I'm not super amazingly patient. I would really prefer that I could just melt these down fast. Oh, perfect. So we'll go ahead and pull that out, and then we'll put this in. And then we'll drop 3. Drop that. Because honestly, if this stuff is repairable, then, and it levels up, what modifiers can we add? I mean, right? Materials and you. So let's look into making a book really quick. Book. Book. We go to Tinker. Throw down for materials and you. Oh no, we don't want to do that. Alright, so we have that now. Okay, modifiers. I don't like mending moss. I feel that it was nerfed too much. Oh, that's cool. Alright, so let's book, go, book, go. So this is the armory addendum. Okay, that's cool. How about redstone makes you faster. Aerodynamic, fire resistant. Increases envy among villagers. Steals life from you to repair itself. Won't kill you and will only take what necessary. I might actually go for that. the chance. Amphibious, that's not too bad. That's cool. Gauntlet of Power should give a general increase in attack power. Dexterous is attack speed. Telekinetic. Find you can reach things far away. Ooh. Frosty. Polished. Embossment. I don't know what Soul Sight is. Okay, that's cool. So, let's do some of this. Alright, so let's go ahead and make some extra modifiers really quick. So we can make a couple of more things, because I mean, my chest armor and stuff is falling apart. Ingots. I don't know whether I want to make the armor indestructible or do other weird and cool things with it yet. But what we can do, so now we can grab all of these that we need for the armor. Let's look into iron. Okay, this is going to take forever if I do that, so let's not do that. So we'll get rid of that for now, and we'll go iron. And we should actually be able to swap out parts as we go. So that'll be pretty cool. So while we're waiting for that to go, self-aware, we need to kill a bunch of zombies. Yeah, we've got spiders as far as we want to take spiders. But we still need it to swap back and forth as far as We have to have that in. Two, three, four. There's a problem here. Melt that down. Plates cast. So we've got two. Yeah, this melter is giving us terrible value. Oh, we could name our armor. What do we want to name it? I mean, I guess we can name it later, but... So that's 3, this should be 4. Pop that in there, and now we need 1 each of these. Oh, that's a lot. Come on. Got this. So let's make our first piece of armor, which is the chest plate. Wow, that's exciting looking. Let's just chuck this. Bye. Seven. fancy leggings. It's that gravity thing. I mean, I'd like to get rid of the slime boots. But heck it, right? Oh, no, we didn't want to do that. Leggings. We need a helm is what we wanted. What? So let's melt the leggings back down. Oh, can we not reuse them? Alright, so that gives us ingots, and then we can turn that back on and move on with our lives. Helmet core, oh my god. Let's see what this looks like. Wow, I don't know what to say here. That's an exciting look. Let's go see how it is at taking damage after we make it daytime. We need to go ahead and make another trial key. We'll do that right here really quick. Let's grab some diamonds. Just toss a stack in. Okay, now we do not want to accidentally render all of these, so we're just gonna chuck that in there and chuck that in there. And let's go kill a spider. On the plus side, this does appear to be more armor than standard iron armor. We've already killed some. So let's chuck that in there. Let's attune a trial key to a skeleton. And let's hop back to our portal. Mission accomplished. So we saw how it went last time. Let's see how it goes now. Did I grab the wrong one? Let's do this. So we're up to wave 4. Why is there a witch? Now, the last time there were basically treasure goblins. Let's see if those spawn again. Ah, die. There we go. Definitely not as lucky this time. Witches are not treasure goblins. Alright, so we have that. We have that. Okay, so now we need to use fragments to get fragments, which against obsidian. So let's put down some obsidian. This, yeah. So obsidian. Alright, so we have obsidian, or we have glitch parts. We have 5 minutes of harvesting obsidian. I didn't realize how much those pigs... What? Why did they turn into zombie pigmen? What? Oh, that is not cool. Were they struck by lightning? Is that what's going on? Oh, because I mean, if they keep changing into zombie pigmen, then that's no good. Okay, to make the glitch-infused ingots, we need lapis and gold ingots. So, gold ingots. Do I have any gold in here? Gold, no. So the glitch-infused armor is... Oh. Well, that's not terrible. It's... So maybe we need to do another trial really quick. Really wait. Let's try the skeleton trial. It's not... Oh no, we won't get any more stuff for it because it's not a full size. Well, that's terrible. Alright, I think that we need to basically call it. I've been streaming for about 3 hours, which is pretty close to my limit. So, you know, if you watched this and enjoyed, I'm glad that you did. You know, if you liked it, leave a like. If you're on YouTube, if you're not, you know, then liking is kind of irrelevant. If you want to see more of this stuff, probably helps to follow. You know, stuff like that. Questions, comments, concerns can all go below, or you can show up and harass me when I'm recording. One or the other. But yeah, folks, have a great night.